Have you ever felt like you were meant for more? Like success was calling you, even if you can't fully explain why? What if that feeling isn't just a dream, but a real sign that you're wired for something extraordinary? In this video, we're uncovering 7 powerful signs that you were born to be a billionaire. And trust me, number 5 will leave you speechless. These signs go far beyond hard work or luck. They're traits hidden deep in your mindset, your habits, and your soul. Traits most people ignore or never recognize. But if even a few of these sound like you may already be walking the path of the ultra-successful. So, stay tuned and listen closely. This might just be the moment you stop doubting yourself and start realizing you were never average to begin with. Let's uncover the truth behind your billionaire potential, starting now. 1. You see opportunity where others see problems. This is one of the rarest and most powerful traits of future billionaires. While the average person gets overwhelmed by obstacles, a billionaire-minded person instantly starts thinking, how can I turn this into something valuable? This mindset shift is not just optimism, it's strategic thinking rooted in vision and resilience. For example, when others complain about a slow system, you think about how to make it faster. When people are frustrated with a product, you see a gap in the market. This ability to spot inefficiencies, unmet needs, and hidden potential allows you to create solutions that people will gladly pay for. You're naturally drawn to challenges because they represent untapped value. Instead of running away from problems, you're mentally wired to analyze them, break them down, and rebuild something better. You think like a builder, a fixer, and an innovator. This perspective is what leads to world-changing businesses and billion-dollar ideas. True billionaires didn't wait for perfect conditions. They acted when things were messy and unclear. Your mindset to find gold in chaos isn't just rare, it's revolutionary. And if you think this way consistently, you're not just thinking like a billionaire, you're becoming one. 2. You don't fit in with average mindsets. If you often feel like the odd one out, especially when you're around people who are content with mediocrity, it's not a weakness, it's a sign of vision. Billionaire-minded individuals rarely blend into the crowd because their thoughts, goals, and standards are on a completely different level. You find it hard to relate to small talk, gossip, or routines that serve no greater purpose. While others chase comfort, you chase purpose. You're drawn to ideas that challenge the norm. You ask deeper questions, think long-term, and seek environments that encourage ambition, creativity, and innovation. The average mindset might tell you to be realistic or play it safe, but your inner voice constantly pushes you toward more. More growth, more impact, more success. This internal resistance to conformity often makes you feel isolated or misunderstood. But what sets billionaires apart is exactly that discomfort with average. It fuels their hunger to rise, lead, and innovate. Rather than adapting to your environment, you're driven to change it. That refusal to settle, even when it's easier to go with the flow, proves you're not made for average outcomes. You're designed for extraordinary ones, and that's the mindset of someone born to build empires. 3. You're obsessed with personal growth. True billionaire potential begins with an unstoppable desire to evolve. If you constantly seek ways to improve, whether it's reading books, learning new skills, or reflecting on your mistakes, you're already operating on a higher level. Growth isn't a phase for you, it's a lifestyle. You don't wait for someone to teach you. You go out, search, and absorb knowledge like your life depends on it. You're not afraid to invest in yourself, whether through time, money, or effort. You understand that your mind is your greatest asset, and sharpening it gives you the edge to outthink, outwork, and outlast the competition. While others may spend hours being entertained, you spend hours being educated. More importantly, you don't grow just for the sake of it. You grow with a purpose. You want to become someone capable of leading, building, and impacting on a massive scale. Each day is a chance to upgrade who you are, and you're never fully satisfied with where you stand. This relentless self-improvement mindset creates unstoppable momentum. And in the world of high-level success, the ones who rise are not always the smartest. They're the ones who never stop becoming better. That's the fuel of a future billionaire. 4. You handle rejection like fuel. Rejection breaks most people, but it builds the few who are destined for greatness. If you've ever been told no, laughed at, or doubted, and instead of giving up, it pushed you to try harder, that's a billionaire trait. You don't take failure personally. You treat it as feedback. Every closed door makes you more determined to find the right one. You understand that rejection is not a reflection of your worth. It's a test of your resilience. Instead of shrinking after a setback, you analyze, adjust, and return stronger. This mindset turns every failure into a stepping stone. The world's most successful entrepreneurs didn't avoid rejection. They embraced it and used it to grow sharper, smarter, and more relentless. You also know that most people who reject your ideas simply can't see your vision. And that's okay. You don't need approval. You need progress. This emotional toughness allows you to move through disappointment without losing momentum. In fact, the more resistance you face, the clearer your path becomes. Why? Because you've trained yourself to turn pain into purpose. Rejection doesn't end your journey. It energizes it. And that kind of mindset is exactly what separates future billionaires from the rest. 5. You secretly believe you're meant for more deep within you. There's a quiet but powerful belief. You're not meant for an ordinary life. Even when your reality doesn't match your dreams yet, there's a voice inside that says, I'm destined for something greater. This inner conviction isn't arrogance, it's clarity. It's a subtle confidence that guides your actions, choices, and ambitions. You often imagine a future far beyond your current circumstances. You visualize success not as a fantasy, but as a possibility waiting to be realized. Even when no one encourages you, you keep going. Why? Because that inner belief won't let you quit. It keeps burning, even when everything around you seems uncertain. This quiet knowing shapes the way you think. You don't just want more, you know you were made for it. You feel uncomfortable staying still or playing small. That restlessness isn't impatience, it's purpose pulling you forward. While others wait for signs or permission, you already feel chosen. And even if you can't fully explain why, you trust it. That deep-rooted belief is often the first seed of something massive. Many billionaires started not with wealth, but with this exact feeling that they were meant to lead, to build, and to rise. And so are you. 6. You take calculated risks. Risk doesn't scare you, it challenges you. But unlike those who gamble recklessly, you approach risk with strategy and precision. You don't leap blindly. You assess, plan, and then act with bold confidence. This is the mindset of someone who understands that comfort never created empires. You're willing to step outside your safety zone if there's a strong enough reason. You research, weigh the pros and cons, and trust your decision-making process. Even when outcomes are uncertain, you move forward because you know that great rewards rarely come without stepping into the unknown. What sets you apart is your ability to manage fear. You don't let it paralyze you. You let it sharpen your focus. You prepare for setbacks, not avoid them. This makes you adaptable and resilient, two critical traits in high-stakes environments. Most people avoid risk to protect what little they have, but you're willing to risk small comfort for massive impact. You see risks not as threats, but as doors to growth and opportunity. This mindset allows you to move faster, smarter, and with greater purpose. In the world of billionaires, those who rise to the top are not the luckiest. They're the ones who took the right risks at the right time. 7. You value time more than money. One of the clearest signs you're built for billionaire-level success is how you treat your time. While most people trade their time for money, you think differently. You treat time as your most valuable asset. You understand that money can be earned, lost, and earned again. But once time is gone, it's gone forever. You don't waste hours on things that don't serve your goals. You prioritize growth, productivity, and meaningful action. Every hour has a purpose, whether it's learning, building, networking, or resting with intention. You avoid distractions that steal your focus because you know focus compounds into success over time. You also understand the power of delegation. Instead of doing everything yourself, you invest in systems, tools, or people that save time and increase efficiency. This allows you to work on your vision, not just in it. Your long-term thinking helps you say no to short-term pleasures if they cost you valuable time. This discipline puts you in a mindset of high-value decision-making. In the end, billionaires don't just earn more, they think differently about how time and value interact. And if you already treat your minutes like millions, you're on the right path to building something truly extraordinary. If you saw yourself in these 7 signs, don't ignore them. These aren't just random traits. They're signals of your potential, your mindset, and your future. You weren't created to live an average life. You were built for impact, influence, and extraordinary success. So keep sharpening your vision, stay focused, and trust that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. If this video spoke to your soul, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Ascendine for more powerful, faith-inspired content that uplifts your mindset and fuels your purpose. Your breakthrough is closer than you think.